It's the
Yeah.
judgment thing. I don't know if I wanna be that person that eats that thing. But, let's talk about the sustainability aspect of it, because you were saying in the beginning that you use all parts of the products, right? Talk to us a little bit about, how that shows up for you and what that means to you to, like, have a product that is, obviously removing the animals from the product, but then also being sustainable.
Yeah, I actually got asked in my first couple of years when I was developing my cheeses why I didn't use palm oil
Mm,
and in my cheeses because like coconut oil, it's stable at room temperature and has that same mouthfeel when it melts, but it's a little cheaper. And I was like, point blank, I was like, coconut oil is way more sustainable than palm oil, and it is not in my budget to be trying to source, rainforest safe palm oil. That's not an industry I really want to be involved in. Um, and yeah, like I mentioned, using the whole nut, trying to limit waste as much as possible. I use actually the way when I drain my cheeses, the way I use creatively in my own kitchen, I use as like a buttermilk substitute. I've done some koji ferments with it because I also, along with sauerkraut, I'm a fermentation nerd. I love anything fermented, and I do wanna be that funky friend. I do absolutely wanna eat all the funky things and be that person. Um, so I do a whole bunch of different ferments and different things, and I think I've made yogurt with it before. The whey is just as versatile as the rest of it. The results have been inconsistent, so that's why I don't have, like, a product using the whey, but it's always a super fun product for me to utilize, and when it comes to, my jams and my condiments, my goal is always to source local products 100% of the time. We have a lot of Western New York, where I am right now. The Finger Lakes is an incredibly beautiful agricultural
mm.
region. We're known for our wine, but we have so much beautiful food being grown here. And to highlight that in some one-off products is truly an honor for me. And like connecting with those local farmers, composting, and just really trying to close these loops of uh, waste and recycling and all that good stuff.
We are huge fans of composting on this podcast. We have had many guests in the past talking about it, maybe even being their entire business, but always trying to integrate that. I'm a new home composter, still getting the hang of it and everything, but certainly the value of it. And, again, it's like, when people throw things away, it's always the question is, where do you think away is? Because it's probably just a landfill. And we want to really get away with that. But moving forward, what is your future vision for what you're doing with Spirit and Abundance? Like, where do you see this going?
Yeah, I think I decided a couple years ago that really I wanted to be a regional creamery. A lot of my friends who are I'm actually friends with Paul Guglielmo. He's a national pasta sauce maker. I think he's national anyway, and he added like $1 million addition onto his already $1 million production space, and he's going big, right? I decided a long time ago that that was not what I wanted for me. I wanted to be a regional creamery. I wanted to be something people are like, oh my gosh, if you're in the Northeast, you have to try Spirit and Abundance cheese. And having that, really be highlighted by cheese, um, cheese experts and cheesemongers all over the region. And I've started to kind of connect with those folks. And I do a lot of mold ripened cheeses as well. I have a brie, I have a blue cheese. They're both mold ripened. I have some longer aged cheeses that are I bring out to cheese festivals and veg fests and special events and tastings. And so my goal really is just to be like a really well recognized small batch creamery in the region and continue to write and talk more about fermentation, about cultured foods and what that means, and about plant based food as well. I really enjoy doing podcasts like this and teaching and, writing about all of this stuff. So that's something I want to continue to do more of into the future.
Well, I know as entrepreneurs, we frequently get into the I want to do everything all the time because it's very exciting. I can see it in you that, you're a creative person and you get really excited by ideas like I do. I'm like, oh, I can do that. I could do that. But sometimes we do have to narrow the focus. But I really do love that you're bringing the education of the importance of fermented foods to the market too. Again, that seems to be having its moment. People are talking more about it, and fermented foods are so good for our overall body health. And, the fact that people are starting to figure that out. I think that, again, you could then point out, well, the cheese is also fermented, and then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I get that. I hear it on so many of these big podcasts talking about fermentation. So it's always just a good leadway. So, it takes away the scary or the unknown or I don't know if I'd like that feeling. I don't know why. Why are we so resistant to try stuff? It's just funny to me.
Yeah.